Hello YouTube, this is M&P15 Sport. This is the mass compliant version. Just real quick safety check, there's no magazine in and we do have an empty chamber. My bolt is currently back. What we're going to do real quick here is we're going to add a Harris ultralight bipod, extendable, collapsible, and what we're going to use is a little kit that came with this Harris bipod that I bought. We're going to put them directly on the stock carbine length plastic handguards that come with it. I'm not going to keep these handguards. I'm going to go to free float system, but I thought this would be interesting out there. So give me just a second. Pull these off. Basic plastic handguard here. And what I'm going to do, if you can see this, is there's these little ribs, these two little ribs here. And what I'm going to do is I've basically got a bracket here. I've got a little square type washer. And then I've got the swivel, well, it's not a swivel, but the sling stud that will enable me to attach the Harris bipod to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these two, see if I can get a good angle on it, these two ribs, so I have lots of support, and I'm going to place that in just like that. I'm going to place my washer on top of it, if you can see that, and then we're just going to screw in this little stud. Just make sure that everything stays aligned as you do it. And there's no reason to over tighten this. You got to remember this is plastic. But what you'll find is that if you get it semi-lined up here, if you get that stud pretty closely lined up, once you attach the bipod to it, it's not going to move. So you really don't need to apply a lot of pressure. It is just plastic. Give me a second to put these back in. These are a little bit tricky to get in and out, and it's really because I think they put these two little nubs in there, which I'm not used to, or maybe the AR-15s that I've played with before had them worn off of there. Make sure that D-ring's set in there real good. And there you go. Oh, let me get that in the frame for you. There is the sling stud that I can attach my Harris bipod to. Now, the reason that I'm doing this, most people would use on the front A2 sight the bayonet lug, but in a mass compliant version, if you saw the previous video, in a mass compliant version there is no bayonet lug on the A2 front sight slash gas port. So what I'm going to do is, or what I did do actually, is install a sling stud here, and then we're just going to very simply put the bipod on. Flip this attachment mechanism around here. The way that it attaches, if you're not familiar, is it has a couple of little teeth. Can you see those teeth there? There's a couple of little teeth right there, and those are going to grip that, let me see if I can get a good angle here, it's a little tough, as that, there we go, sling stud comes in. Each one of those little nubs is going to go into the left and right side of that sling stud, and that'll give it some real good mechanical hold-on power there, and we're just going to tighten this little knob here in order to get those jaws to just really grip that sling stud. So what I like to do is get one side in, get the other in, make sure it's in there good, and just kind of pinch it with one hand while I get it started, and that kind of keeps it from falling out or one side from falling off. When you insert that, like I said, it's going to pretty much conform to the handguards here. You don't have to really worry about that sling stud twisting out, because it's really going to hold it tight. Remember, it is plastic, but go ahead and tighten that up a little bit. Make sure everything's in there. And there you got it. Real quick, real easy. If you have the parts, and mine came with my my bipod itself, you can put it on there very easily. This particular model has the nice telescoping legs, also has the little tightening loosening so that you could put them at various lengths in between, and then you got a quick retraction button. That's kind of nice. Really nice at the range. When I did throw, I've had about 100 rounds through this. By the way, let me just point that out. On this particular model, the actual sling attachment does get in the way of the Harris bipod legs when they're in the up position, so you have to make sure that sling attachment is out of the way. You do get some interference there. So Just keep that in mind if you intend to use this with the sling. I don't intend to use this with the sling, so I'm just going to keep that sling attachment up, and I'm ready to go. Hope you enjoyed that video. Hope that was informative to some of you. If you enjoyed that, got something out of it, please go ahead and like this video, and stay tuned. We're going to replace the grip with a mag pull grip, and we're also going to change at the same time, we're going to change the selector switch to an ambidextrous version, because I'm a left-handed shooter. Thanks so much for watching.